time, son. Oh man, hang on. Oh, it's raining. Oh, we're in the garage anyway, soon. Not yet. Testing, testing, testing. Is the sound, is this, is the sound, is, I guess it's lined up. I was trying to do some delayed sound, but I'm half asleep. We had a late night last night. It was little Dougie here. It was a crazy night. Mr. Fox. 3 a.m. I got a shot off, but I screwed up. He went for the duck. The duck that I thought there's no way he would go for because it was rotten, because it had been out there for 2 days. And he was trying to pull the duck off the post. Doug lost it, and because Doug can run the house, now because I have the doors open for the cross ventilation air conditioning I have, which is Mother Nature. Oh, Doug, you're such a little baby. Okay, so the dog's here right now. And he's thinking like, well, treats. We got a treat happening right now, don't we? Right? It's treat time. It's not because you love me, is it? Nothing to do with love, is it? Well, love of treats. All right, well, let me get a treat here. And Doug, we're only going to get one treat now because we're down to 4. Oh. This is like, Doug is just, between that and the bull's penis, but those bull penis at $10 a crack. Okay, Doug, relax here. Doug, give it back to me. You really like these, don't you? Holy mackerel. Okay, I gotta put these away. What a shame that they're only available in the UK. Okay. So, my egg stamp works awesome. If Jennifer's here, I did my eggs yesterday. I even did my backlog of eggs that haven't been done yet. So all my eggs this week going to the food bank are going to be stamped. We're like the big time now. Anyways, so 3 a.m. Oh, this computer. Hang on. 3 a.m. I'm having problems. It's getting replaced. I told you I'd get a new computer, right? Brand new. Wow, I'm so happy I paid that extended support. How often does that happen, eh? Where you pay $320 for your support, and then they send you a well, it turns out it's $5,700 with tax for a new one. That's a deal, you know. I like that. I love Dell again. They're my favorite computer company. I really love Dell. This is the second time Dell's done this, giving me new computers. Actually, no, third time. First time was massive, the first time. The first time they gave me 5 desktops free because they sold me, I bought 5 desktops for a network in my store. And the guy, the salesman, the commercial salesman, this will work for you. So I got them, and what it was an entry-level piece of garbage home, couldn't upgrade, couldn't do nothing, computers. And I said, these things are just garbage. They don't work. They don't work on a network. The salesman told me that they would. And then at bottom line, after about 4 months of just hell with them, Dell realized that, no, our salesman sold you the wrong ones. So they had to upgrade me to the premium office line for networks. And it was, well, I think it was like close to like an $8,900 upgrade. It was I can't even do my, I'm so asleep here. That was the first time. Then the second time was a laptop. Same laptop actually, 5 years ago. And then another laptop, same laptop. Now, today, it's unbelievable. Dell, great company. I highly recommend them. Anyways, so that's my Dell endorsement for today. So 3 a.m. Fox is over there at the duck, pulling on the duck. Doug loses it. He's running the house like a mad dog. And I'm going to tell you how mad he was later. But anyways, he was going crazy, really hyped up. I jump out of bed. I look and I go, oh damn, I forgot to turn the light on because I have a spotlight on the outside of the garage. It's on now because I turned it on at 3 a.m., which is a little bit after the fact. There's no light, so it was really hard to see that area. So I grabbed the shotgun. I got my house coat on, put my house coat on, grab the shotgun, because I'm not going to stand outside on my roof naked shooting. That's like a little bit, I guess that's a little extreme, eh? So at least we put the house coat on. So I get the shotgun, but the problem is that my shotgun, I have a red, an LED red flashlight so that you can shine it and the animals don't see it, but you can see. But the problem is that I had brought the shotgun downstairs, which is over here now, hanging right there, okay? I took the flashlight off and I had it down here. Instead of taking the flashlight off upstairs and leaving it on top of the gun safe, I took it down, it was down here. So I had no flashlight on the shotgun. So I'm like, no lights on. I can just see him running around in the shadows, and I have no light on the shotgun to actually zoom in and find him to get a good shot. So he reappeared out of the shadows. I hear Doug running the house back and forth and then finally he's just like, almost like a howl cry. He's so wound out at the back window. So I know he's close, and then all of a sudden he appeared in the shadows. I took a shot, and I never got him. I shouldn't have took the shot. I should have let him go so he'd come back. Anyways, my fault. No light on the shotgun, so I could see him. And I didn't have the light on the side of the garage. But it's on right now because I was out there at 3 a.m. walking around my house coat and ramboing. So I'm out running around because I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure, like I put the buckshot right where he was. And I got the long barrel shotgun with the extreme choke. So I know for a fact that at that distance, it's about a foot diameter worth of 8 pellets. I got to be in the area. I go down there, no sign, no blood, nothing, zero zip. No sign of him. And then I wait a little while and I'm all walking around, looking. All of a sudden I heard my neighbor's dog just barking like crazy. So I guess the fox ran through his yard. Dog was just losing it. So came back inside. Now I'm wound out. Go back to bed, laying there, and I'm like, I'm so wound up. It's like, maybe I should have a barley sandwich. You know, I'm wide awake. That would help me sleep. No, Matt, you get back to sleep, get back to sleep. So then Doug jumps on the bed, and his mouth is just hanging wide open. It's like he's so wound out. It's like his jowls are like this wide at the back, and he's just, wound out. So I got him calmed down a little bit, and I said, Doug, we gotta sleep, man. So then he finally stops the panting, and he's a little bit calmer. Then he turns himself around, he's laying on the bed. He starts crying. This whimpering dog laying on the bed, crying. And he's like, like this, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here now? Like, so the dog was so wound out because he had ran the house, and he was really wound out. When I was outside with the shotgun, he was just, well, actually, when I shot the shotgun, he came back upstairs. I had the door shut in the bedroom just so that he wouldn't run into the bedroom while I had the door open. So I really don't want to deal with like trying to stop Doug from going out the door when I'm hanging with the door with a shotgun. So I opened the door. He's sitting at the door, just sitting there, just all freaking right out. He's like, you shot something. Let's go outside. So I come downstairs. Now, remember I replaced my screen a couple weeks ago on the back door? I open the door and walk right into the screen. It's like, oh man, what a night. Just all I wanted to do was sleep and get up early. That's all I wanted to do. The fox. These foxes, they're out just trying to get me. I think that's what it is. They're doing exactly what they did to me last year. I'm gonna put a fresh duck out tonight. That's my plan. I'm just gonna get the big chat window open here so it's easier on my eyes. Right below. I just like back. Am I live? Am I live? Am I live? Is it live? Are we still live? I got a spinning circle right now, folks. So I don't even know if it's working. No, it says I'm working. So for some reason I got a spinning circle. It's spinning right now. Yeah, I had a glitch. It disconnected from the internet. Now it's just spinning. But Here, hang on. Let me just check something. I think there's technical difficulties with the. Are we still backwards? Yeah, we are, right? Sorry. I could turn it around. I could do. If it bothers you, does it bother you with the backwards? If it really bothers you a lot, because everybody keeps talking about it. I got a lot of messages yesterday about it. Does it bother everybody? Because it just makes it easier for me to read the chat. It's like the chat window, and keeps me centered in the video. But I can change it if you want. Yeah, but you brought it up, Lester. It bothers Vista. So you would want me to do this live stream uncomfortable for me to make it easier for you. Okay, Vista. All right, we'll do this just for Vista. All right, bear with me. All right, we'll start off with a computer screen. All right. Okay. I don't even know if I'm in the picture or not. Well, we'll try this because Vista has a problem with it. All right, so I hope I'm centered. It sort of looks strange. I'm this way. I gotta make sure. I'm gonna reload this to see if I'm even right. I don't even know if it's working. I don't even know if it's working. Oh, but now it's not reversed anymore. 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 It was sort of like Inception, eh? We just keep going down and down and down. Okay. All right. Oh, that's better. Now we're not reversed. Because that was really bothering Vista here. Here, let me just. See, it's harder for me to frame this because there's a 30-second delay, and I got the camera. Okay, we're doing this just for Vista because Vista's got the most problem with this. If she would have said, you know, nothing, we wouldn't have gone through this. You want to read my t-shirts? It's like, oh, I wonder what his t-shirt says. I flipped the camera around. I'm now working with the back side of the camera. Well, actually, technically, it's the front side. Oh, you're not my favorites right now because I'm staring into a lens. Here, let me just try something else here. I'm gonna try something else. Oh yeah, we'll go for the smaller screen. Yeah, we're gonna go right for the big head stream this morning. I should have put the backdrop up, but I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm actually supposed to be out of the garage. But like I said, I just woke up. All right. All right. How's that? But if Doug shows up, Doug's not going to show up. There's no treats. He's in the living room now. All right. Are you staking my house out, Janie? Is that what you're doing? You want to make sure you get the layout right when you come in at night? But Vista, you were the one that was the most vocal about your problem. It's fixed now. I don't really like that small lens. Let's do the big. Go back to the big. All right. Okay, so this way we get more. That way everybody can read my T-shirt. But it's backwards. Trying to raise the camera here. This is difficult, Vista. It's so much easier the other way in reverse mirror. I like the mirror. I felt special that we were like in another dimension. All right, we're back. Say 50 Ducks T-shirt. Okay. Get your T-shirts below, please. Tie a bully stick to the fox, Doug will get him. But how do if I can get a hold of the fox, I'm not tying nothing to him. I'm just going to kill him. You can get a shirt, Pearson, hey person, Pearson, hey person, below. Anyways, the fox is ruining my life again. And I know I've got two of them to ruin my life right now. The clock is in the right time. It's 26 minutes after 8. Everybody was having a real hard time with the reverse world. I don't know why it started doing this. Somebody told me I should make adjustments to the iPad. I didn't, or iPhone. I didn't know I could make adjustments. You can't, but they told me I should. Later, family, going shooting so I don't miss. Oh, thanks, Terry. That was a nice jab. Jump out of bed at 3 a.m., Terry, in your house coat and take a shot in the dark. When you forget your flashlight on your shotgun. I can't believe I had no flashlight. Man, I don't believe that. Would have had the flashlight, I would have. I might have got him. He was right there. I had buckshot. Oh, it was like... Anyways... Crying dog. That was brutal. Well, I'll put it this way, folks. I was laying in bed and I watched daylight come. That's how long I was up this morning. I was laying there and I watched the sky go blue and everything. I was like, oh no, it's morning. Well, it was really early morning, but if I use an Android operating system, I wouldn't have this problem with backwards ability. It doesn't bother me though, Plasma. It's bothering everybody else. So I say if it's bothering everybody else, they could send me an Android operating system. I'm just working with what I got. I was gifted into the Apple world. I didn't purchase my way in at the beginning. I've purchased since, but I was originally gifted into the Apple world. Oh. I'm not an insomniac. I can sleep, Nikki. That's my problem. I need sleep. I didn't want to be up last night like that. Laying there watching this, the sky got blue and the bedroom got bright. I was like, oh no, I'm still awake. Oh, and plus Doug was chewing on me too. He was so excited at one point. He was chewing on me. So I was petting him, trying to calm him down, and he started chewing on my hand. So I thought I stopped petting him because I figured that's agitating him. Oh, but the crying, laying on the bed whimpering. He was so excited. He wanted to go outside and kill. I hope your hubby's all right today, Jennifer. So you're a 28-year-old bodybuilder loving life, and are you packing heat now? Hey, person? Or Darren? See, you should really, if you want me to call you Darren, you need to change your name. I can't remember everybody's real name sometimes. It's hard. He's resting peacefully now, Jennifer? So he's feeling better right now? And I think I've just lost the internet. See, I can't tell. Vista, just to let you know, Vista, is that now when the app crashes, I don't know. Just let you know, just so I flip this around for you, I don't know what the app's doing right now. Like, all I know is right now on my screen, it's buffering on my computer screen. So I don't know if the app is crashed and I need to reconnect, but I don't know this anymore because I had to flip it around. Well, you were the first one that told me you didn't like it. So I'm just letting you know. Now I'm literally producing a show in blindness. I could actually right now disconnect and not even know it. I could be talking to a camera and not even know I'm live. Gone. So like I could be like 30, 40 seconds just wasting time talking about nothing to no one. Just letting you know, Vista. The ducks. Sounds like Something's happening. This morning the geese were losing it and the ducks were losing it. But just you should have thought, like, would the answer cause Matt to have problems? You know, instead of thinking to yourself, think about poor Matt. Think about that. Just think. You know, if I said that, would it cause Matt problems? And I'm not liking it actually because I don't know what's going on. I can't see the screen. I'm like, I don't know if I'm streaming or not. Okay, Inga, you got me. Or you could just not say anything, you know? I'm so tired, folks. What a night. Man, oh man, so tired from this. I can't handle this. I gotta get rid of these foxes. This is brutal. And now that Doug can run the house, it's even worse because he gets completely, well, just like letting him outside. That's how wound out he gets. It's like, it's bad. I'm having deja vu of last summer is what it's like. It's deja vu of last summer. Oh. And last summer I was sleep deprived because of these foxes. I gotta get them. I gotta cut a duck in half. I got a frozen dead duck in the freezer. I gotta cut it in half and only put half the duck out. That's what I gotta do. And then maybe I can get a shot off, another shot. I don't believe how good these, it's like they're wearing Kevlar vests. That's what it's like. I've never had, like, I had better luck shooting coyotes. You know? This is ridiculous. I can't believe how good these critters are at avoiding chunks of metal projectiles. It's amazing how they cannot get shot. And the worst part is, because there's two of them, there's a good chance there's gonna be babies running around, which means, you know, we could end up having, you know, 5, 6, 7 foxes running around here by fall. It's not personal, Plasma. Okay, so Plasma, you don't think that ruining your sleep for months on end is personal? You don't think that's personal, Plasma? They have made it personal, Plasma, okay? The coyotes don't do this to me, you know? The weasels don't do this to me. Just the foxes do this to me. It is personal. Because I'm never getting any sleep. Like, I can't get a good night's sleep. And you know, I'll end up getting all screwed up and my schedule. Today, I'm supposed to be in the garage right now, and I should have already had my breakfast. I should be over there with a thermos of coffee, and I should be doing something because that was my plan. Instead, I was laying in bed watching the sun come up. They're hungry, Plasma. I'm feeding them so that it's easier for me to shoot them. They're not hungry. But they're amazing with those Kevlar vests. With the 80s, yes, with the 80s coffee mug. Actually, I was debating on taking my new Doug mug, my stainless steel one, but it only holds 16 ounces, where my other one holds a lot more. It's big. It's like a one trip to the garage type coffee mug. What is it? Iams, the Iams coffee mug from the 80s that I got inside of a bag of dog food. Before it got bought by Procter & Gamble and became a poisonous dog food. When it was a premium dog food. You ever notice that? Companies, they get really good at something and they get like the premium, and then they sell out, the buggers. They cash out, take their money and run, and then it all goes downhill after that. I'm not blaming myself, I'm blaming the fox. It's personal. But Plasma thinks the foxes are innocent, what they're doing to me. I'd like to see Plasma go through sleep deprivation every single night because of the foxes and see how many days it takes before it gets personal with him. Okay. Or how about this, Plasma? Think about this one. Your neighbor's dog is barking. It's just natural. He just wants to tell everybody he's up. How long before he would crack? Crickets. Oh, see, crickets are like, that's music, man. Crickets, that's like, that's, what do they call that sound? What's that trend when you got the sound in the background? There's a, what is it? ASM something, or what is it? What is that? Come on, folks, help me here. The soothing sounds in the background. What do they call that? ASMR, right? Yes, there's channels on YouTube that's just that. Crickets. You know? Oh, look at this. Everybody's got the answers now. I think crickets are awesome. Except there is a I have a caveat here on the cricket. When the crickets are in the house, nothing worse than that lone cricket in the basement, you know, and you're wondering like, where the hell is he? And you can hear him, and he's in the basement somewhere, you know, and you can't find him to kill him, you know. But crickets outside, they're music to the ears. You just lay down and go to sleep. The crickets are awesome. Waking up to seagulls, I wake up to crows. I don't mind them because the crows start when the crows aren't bad because they don't start until the sun comes up. But the foxes, they specialize in when it's dark, when you're supposed to be sleeping. And Nikki's right. Nikki, you're completely right. I like Nikki this morning. She's got it together. She understands the fox situation. It is personal. Because with the fox, like folks, this is what the fox does. Because now I know I got two of them. I got two. We have confirmation there's two alive. I got to be really careful with the ducks. Like if I have to whip town or do anything that causes me to leave the property that I can't leave dug out, I can't let the ducks out. Because with two foxes, they'll work the outside edge of the property and take out ducks. Lots of ducks. Like two foxes, folks. Two foxes. I can go to town and come back, and they if I was gone like an hour, I could lose 12, 13 ducks. Easy 12, 13 ducks could disappear. And what they would do, they would come in, kill a duck, leave with it, go into the bush, come back, kill another duck, and they would just continue this until they fill the bush full of dead ducks. Or somebody came along and startled them. And imagine losing 10 or 12 ducks, 15 ducks in one afternoon. They'd be like, what's happened to the flock? It looks pretty small. You know what I mean? So the fox is a serious situation, and it's double jeopardy. There's two of them, you know. I guess you could say we're on red alert. DEFCON 5, I guess you would call it, or something. You know, it's pretty serious stuff right now. I'm not liking it. I don't know if I'm going to get it, Nikki. Dale might be right. Dale might be right. I might have to just give up and just give up on everything because this thing, it's been a year, and I've still not smoked the fox. That's how good these foxes are. They're sly. A year they've been doing this. Over a year, actually, they've been doing this to me. Actually, yeah, no, it's about a year. It's May. Yeah, it was about June last year when this started. So it's a year they've been doing this to me. Yesterday, I did go in the bush and walk around, and there was no feathers in the bush. The area that they keep darting into the bush, no feathers. So there's no duck bodies have happened. There was no kill sites, no feather trails, nothing in the bush. So that's the deal. No, I can't trap them. All I can do is shoot them. That's all I can do. Well, I could trap them if I wanted to turn all the cameras off and go dark here until I got them and then kept it a secret. Don't tell anybody because it would be totally illegal. I couldn't have any evidence because I don't have a license to trap. But I've got the right to blow them to smithereens, though. That I have the right to. Amazing, eh? It's like the government allows me to do that. I should be allowed to trap them and then shoot them, you know? Trap them, then put a bullet in their heads. End it. Yeah, but Jennifer, I'd have to go dark. Totally dark here. I couldn't take a chance. Like, oh, the Duck Adventure's blocked for a week. Oh no, what's Matt doing? There's no way his internet's out for a week. Like a whole week just gone. And then mysteriously when I come back, I'm sleeping again. And you're like, well, Matt, what happened to the fox? Oh no, I don't know. It just stopped coming around. You were gone for a week. What did you do? Oh. Hell. Set trials for cameras kind of thing. You don't understand what live streaming is like. It's hard, folks, to do things secret on the property. You don't realize it. Like I have to be careful now when I urinate outside. Like seriously, instead of like I live in the bush. I used to love it. I could just go to the bathroom anywhere I felt. I felt like an animal, actually. You know how animals don't think about it? Well, that's what my life used to be like here. Now, I have to think. Where's the camera? What way is it pointing? Where am I? Am I in a stream? Like, it's like my life has changed. I've gone from privacy to nothing. You know? Inga thinks that's funny. And it's going to get worse here because there's going to be more cameras. It'll be like, oh, Matt, there's Matt in the background peeing. I can see Matt peeing. I'd rather deal with coyotes. They're way easier to deal with. Do you think it's hilarious that I have a problem where I can pee now? I got to be careful. Seriously, like I'm not kidding you. I consciously go around the edges of buildings now, where before I would just do it anywhere. It was like I was like an animal. It was like right here. I feel the urge, you know. But now, can't. I miss those days. I'm thinking about it now, you know, because I used to get the urge and I would just straight there in my spot. I wouldn't even move a foot over to the side or left or walk around the corner or just like right where I am. Now I can't. Coyotes are stupid? No, they're not stupid. They're just a little more like a bull in a china shop approach. And that's because of their size. You know. But foxes are a different story. They're a little more, they're sly. That's how they got their name, sly as a fox, you know. And the reason they're so sly is because the coyotes eat them. So they got to like be really, the best thing that could happen, honestly folks, the best thing that could happen, I got to have a bunch of coyotes come in here and eat the foxes. And then I shoot the coyotes. You know, that would be perfect. That would be working with Mother Nature. I need some coyotes to come in and eat the foxes. And then I can take care of the coyotes. I have really good luck shooting coyotes. Yeah, it's a favorite food. They really love coyotes. The coyotes love foxes. Love them. Tasty snacks for them. No. tasty snacks. The foxes they avoid coyotes in a big way, on like the plague. It's like uh, it's against a lot of poison. That's the problem. And you know, arsenic. You know how much arsenic you would have to feed them, and then you got to be really careful. You got to make sure you take the poison away, because if Doug found it, he'd eat it, and then Doug died. And then, you know, having taken Doug to the hospital to take one to Andrew, what happened to Doug? He ate the fox poison. Well, Matt, do you think maybe you should have not done that? Yeah, well, it was a suggestion on the internet. Using coyote calls, but coyote calls are meant to bring coyotes in. Do you mean a recording of a coyote howling? How could you forget the Doug angle, Plasma? He's here. He's part of the show. But like it's like you forgot about me. He's he's an integral part of this place. This fox though, man. Oh man, this is brutal. I'm hating it. I gotta get my breakfast happening. I gotta get my act together here, folks. I'm way behind, and I want to go to the garage and get this camera situation going. What's the weather going to be here today, too? It was raining just a little bit earlier. Let's get our act together here. Really, this fox thing. Oh man, what's the weather? Rain, mix of sun and cloud, 40% chance of showers late this afternoon with a risk of thunder showers this afternoon. Okay, so it's sometime this afternoon. So what is the, yeah, okay, so what does the hourly say? When does the rain, sometime around 3, scattered sometime around 3 scattered thunder showers start, is what it says. All right. Oh, it did rain. I was just looking at the radar. There is a big green patch that went over us. It was just a light sprinkle, though. But this week, rain all week. I gotta start getting the garden ready, too. I gotta get the fence around the garden. That's the first thing I gotta do, is the fence. This week, actually, I'm gonna do that. The fence around the garden. I gotta shovel all the straw around the fence line so I can lay the fence down. The straw went a little bit over the edge from the winter. I wasn't exactly dead on when I spread the straw this winter. Oh. And we're gonna, oh, excuse me. Oh, folks. Oh, big yawn. Yeah, I gotta get this happening. We gotta go. We gotta get breakfast. I need more coffee. Oh, I'm stamping eggs. See, this is really hard to stream now, Vista. Just to let you know, I'm doing this backwards. But see, I'm stamping eggs. And I found that it's better to stamp them on the sides. You got to do the stamp on an angle to get the perfect, and you got to do it like really feather light. Feather light. I'm gonna turn my oven on here. I'm gonna start multitasking. You got to do it feather light. You can't push hard. If you push hard, it makes it blobs. You got to do like a feather touch. All right, I got breakfast. I'm gonna get breakfast happening here, and because I want to get into the garage. We gotta get this happening. We gotta get. Well, actually, you know what, folks? You would have saw me walking around with the gun and the light last night in the live stream. You're like, oh, Matt's out shooting in the middle of the night. Actually, if anybody was listening, 3 a.m. was when the shots were fired. One single shot, and I missed them. Can't believe how much I'm missing. No, Tina, the stream is not mirrored today because Vista made me flip the camera around, and I'm streaming right now, and I don't know if the camera is working because I'm just staring at a lens on the front of the iPhone instead of actually seeing what I'm doing on the back of the iPhone using the back lens. That's why, Tina. Well, we can thank Vista for this, but it's made my job a little more difficult this morning to perform this because I'm using the computer screen to see if I'm centered on the stream, and there's a 30-second delay. Oh, I have to go back to practicing my shooting. No, the problem is, Lester, is that when you're completely asleep like I am, that's the problem. I'm shooting with blurry night vision. Like, it's so blurry because I'm like blind. You got to remember that, folks. Like, I don't wear glasses because they make me look better. I wear them because I can't see, and when I'm tired, it's worse. I can shoot a gun without glasses, daylight after I'm wide awake for a while, and I can hit. But the problem is at night my eyes are really blurry, so I'm sort of, I guess you could say, shooting in braille. You know, that's the problem. So what you're saying is that I should like in the middle of the night practice shooting half asleep to get good at it? Do you think my neighbors would appreciate me target shooting in the middle of the night? You know? 3 a.m. Oh, no, that's just Matt. He woke up. He's doing a little practice shooting. And then as soon as I woke up too much, go back to sleep. But you can't, because then you're laying in bed wide awake. This is we're under enemy attack is what's happening here right now. So take a nap, then wake up. It's not the same, Gail, because when I wake up from a nap, I don't have this problem. I'm not in the middle of the day. If I nap and wake up, my eyes aren't blurry. It's the middle of the night, and plus you got low light levels. That's another thing too, low light levels, which is really hard when you're shooting in shadows. How's my store doing? It's not bad. We're doing a little bit of revenue. I gotta get more stuff on there, but we've had a lot of delays here. A lot of things happen. Just everything's going wrong, Dale. A lot of wrongness happening. A lot of wrong. A lot of. It's been a real bad. Really, a lot of bad things have happened. It's just been a bad spring. Man, unbelievable bad it's been. It's like, talk about everything screwed up. But we still have lots of clothing. I'm working on stationery is the next thing I got to get done, because that's Vista's late, or not Vista's, that's Inga's late birthday present, is to get that done for her. I still got my notes. You here, see? Got my notes. Stationery, then it's keychains, then boxer shorts. And then I got to do some dug head blankets and magnets for people. Then the goose, Magoon blanket and bath mat. Oh, I got the bath mat done, actually. I did that yesterday. Or no, I did that 2 days ago. That's done. So, oh, I got a wire. I wrote down a wire on my bottom here. What is the wire for? Or did I already get the wire? Oh yes, I already got the wire. I can take that off my list. But I hate that when I write notes. It's like, there's a reason for that word on that chunk of paper. Incomplete notes as reminders. Oh, and Sammy, do you want to know why I'm not backwards this morning? Because Vista couldn't handle it, and now I'm shooting in braille. I don't really know what I'm shooting right now. I'm guessing. I'm hoping I'm in the middle of the lens here, because I'm staring directly into the camera. Yeah. Everything is because of Vista this morning. Well, it is. You were the one. You were the first one. You were like pounced on the keyboard to tell me how everything was wrong, and it was really bothering you. You were like, there wasn't even a 30-second delay with your answer. It was like you knew what the question was, and you started typing it. And when I finished the question, the answer was already on the screen. So you won. You got your star, and I'm giving it to you as much as I can here this morning. Well, I'm not really loving it right now because I'm shooting in Braille. I'm looking at a chat that I'm assuming with the 30-second delay I'm live. So I actually think she got 5 stars this morning because it was her answer was I just finished the sentence and the answer was on the screen. Oh. I'm not planting Dale, but I'm working on my garden this week. I'm going to put the fence up. And once the fence is up, I can start laying it out, digging the rows. Not digging the rows, but clearing I think there's still, honestly, folks, the way the straw's piled up in my garden, I think there's still snow under it. I'm going to know this week. I'm going to take a couple jabs at it. But I'm pretty sure the ground has still got some ice underneath it. Because the straw is pretty deep in spots. Like, there are spots that the straw is pushing 2 feet. And I've got a hunch where it's 2 feet that there's still ice below. So, because it's far too high. It's not getting low here. Usually, my memory serves me correct, it ain't this high. So. Turkey thighs wrapped in bacon. Did you spice them up, Stephen? Similar to the way I did my chicken? Because if you did, it would be good. Gina, the garden is going to be the next level epic. It is. It's going to be like really, really, really epic. I'm actually excited to see how big it's going to be. I think the plants are going to be ridiculously huge. So I think it's going to be just nuts. Absolutely nuts. I think it's going to be. I think it's gonna like the last time not last year, the year before when I did the beans and they were like huge beans, like 3 foot tall bean bushes, which were huge, and the amount that came off them. I think this year it's gonna blow everything out of the water because that soil is so like one, it had a year of rest, so it's had a year of rest, plus it had a whole winter's worth of duck poop and everything rotted into the ground because last fall there was nothing left. It was completely rotted into the ground. It was just black. It was just black soil it had rotted down to. So that's all worked into the soil. The ducks then, remember in the fall there when all the rain, the ducks drilled the crap out of the whole surface. So they basically rototilled it naturally for me. So all the rotted, the straw and the duck poop got actually turned into the soil. And then I put anywhere from 1.5 to 2 foot of straw on top of it this winter, laden heavily with a lot of duck poop. I think it's going to be just nuts. I think it's going to be nuts. I think it's going to be beyond anything. I think it's going to be, everything is going to be obnoxiously big. And I'm really looking forward to it that I'm not going to do any work because the work part, well, actually the most work is going to be putting the fence up and then digging the width of the pitchfork rows, which this year I'm going to lay line out so that the rows are straight, and I'm going to do a grid on the whole garden. So I'm going to go like maximum what I can put in the garden because I'm going to donate a lot to the food bank this year to make up for what the vegans did to us. Ironic, eh? We're donating vegetarian stuff to the food bank because of the vegan attack. I'm not liking this, folks. It's like not liking it actually. But anyways, I'm doing it. So like really the vegans won in a way, but anyways, I don't like this. Oh, I think about this now, I got a headache. The vegans won. Anyways, I'm going to really go for maximum growth in the garden. So, and maximum yield. So it's going to be like, I got a hunch I'm going to have to actually hire someone to help me pick everything because I won't be able to pick it up because I'm thinking the food bank won't even pick it up. I think they're going to want everything has to get delivered to them. So, but after I dig the rows, which is just get the straw off the ground and then put the seeds in, essentially that's it. Based on my experience with this method of gardening, I literally will just walk around the garden and look at it, and it will just grow. And then I would have to do the little bit of weeding around where the plants are growing, where I shovel the with the pitchfork the straw off, which is really that wide. That's it. You know. Well, I guess technically this is not a vegan garden because it was grown with animal manure, and that's like stealing from the animals when you're using their manure, isn't it? And stealing from the animals is just as bad as killing them, right? Is it? Because well, they don't even like the eggs. Technically, we're not. We're supposed to. Technically, we're actually supposed to sterilize the ducks and not let them breed, and not have eggs, because eggs are no too for vegans. No, the manure is not okay because that means where did the ducks come from? The meat ducks produce the manure. There's the problem. Meat, Vista. You know? You can only use nitrogen oil-based manure. Basically, fracking. If you frack to get your fertilizer, that's the good gardens. No, I'm not going to plant any zucchini, Gail. One, it takes up way too much room and doesn't really give you much for what it does. The squash, though, I'm debating on the squash situation because I'm thinking I don't want to plant that hybrid squash again that I did. I got some my seeds. I got some old squash seeds, the original squash. I don't know yet. I gotta lay it out. I'm gonna do a lot of parsnips because I bought 3 big packages of parsnips. I love parsnips so much. I could live on parsnips, folks. They're so good. Oh. And carrots. A lot of dragon carrots. I bought a lot of dragon carrot. And beans. Oh. That's the deal. And what else? Beets. Beets. Except I didn't get any Detroit beets this year because they were sold out. I missed the Detroit beets, so that's a problem. But I don't want the root. I want the leafies. I'm going to donate the roots to the food bank. I want the leaf. Ironically, you know, everybody throws the leaf away. So it's so good. You know, I'm going to donate the beets with the leaf gone because I'm taking the leaf. The leaf's my favorite part, actually, of the beet. My favorite part. You know. What else am I planting? I'm trying to think here on my list. I got all the seeds. I bought all the seeds. What else did I buy? It escapes you. Corn. Corn is something. I planted some corn. Google says manure is not vegan. I told you it wasn't. It's got to be a petroleum-based fertilizer for the vegan world. And GMO soy. You know. Anyways, I'm excited about the garden. Oh, Inga, you just don't know how to cook the beet leaves. Do you like spinach? If you hate spinach, then you'll never like beet leaf. Well, Vista, you've lost your queen status this morning, actually. Sorry about that. Anyways, so this week I'm going to put the garden fence up. No, Tina, it's quite all right. You don't have to apologize to Vista. Vista's not in the good books this morning. I'm filming in Braille. Well, there you go. See, spinach is okay. Oh, just okay? You got to cook the beet leaf exactly like spinach. Sauteed in garlic and pepper with some butter. Oh, that's so good. That's how I cook it. Or use it in recipes like lasagna. Or in something even better. Quiche. beet leaf and quiche. I brought a quiche over from my freezer, eh? Because now it's quiche season. So I'm gonna start getting busy. I got my quiches. See everybody now. Now my quiches. I got those quiches. Now I'm gonna start into them. I brought one over from the freezer yesterday, 2 days ago. It's in my freezer. The quiche is coming because I'm gonna start having that. I had chicken last night, my contraband chicken. The skin still didn't turn out, folks. I'm not a big fan of chicken skin. It doesn't cook like duck. Can't get it crispy. It keeps going tough. Not enough fat underneath the skin. It's pretty lean chicken though. Oh yeah. Quiche, Swiss cheese, bacon, and beet tops. Oh, with duck egg quiche to boot. It's like to die for. I made a whole bunch of them. I got a freezer full of them actually. Of course bacon, Sammy. Yeah, it's egg pie. And it's the best egg pie in the world, Carl. If you watched me make my batch, you'd know. I have to separate the chicken skin from the meat and slather it with olive oil. I'm not a big fan of olive oil. Oh. It was a huge day. See, now I'm going to capitalize on that 6-hour quiche bacon day. I'm now going to start into it to make my life easier and get some work done. Specifically, this week is the garden, folks. You're going to see the garden. I'm actually looking forward to having the garden fenced off because that means it's like we're really close to doing something with the garden. Because what I'm excited about the garden this year is I'm not going to do any work. This is going to be so easy. And then there's no videos because everybody's going to be going like, why aren't you doing gardening videos? Because I don't do any gardening. Like, you remember my first, like when I started my series on gardening, it was like every week I would do videos, updates, because it was like I was doing all this work all the time. And then not last year, the year before, when I did the straw deal, when I finally embraced the back to Eden method, how there was no videos. And it was like weeks would go by. How's your garden going? I don't know. I walk by it. I don't do anything with it, you know? It's like everybody's, that's the thing. People are asking about the gardening. Oh, I would miss your gardening videos. Well, really, there ain't going to be much gardening videos because I'll put the fence up. I'll do a video. I'll actually do a live stream when I plant. And then we'll just walk away. That's what I love about this. People are going to say, oh, the garden videos are back. And they stop. It's like, when are you going to do another video? Why? There's nothing happening. I'm not doing anything. It's like, it's like, I don't need to do a scarecrow now, Vista, because I have Doug. Doug chases the crows away. I've got a scarecrow in the back shed. I should sell him. I made him up. I have saved him. He's in my back shed. I've had him in the back shed. No, we're not going to waste the stream on the garden growing. Oh, Mr. Khan says no one cares. So why is Mr. Khan here if nobody cares? Or he just decided to show up to bash me? Thank you, Mr. Khan. I really don't care that you don't care. I'm hoping I don't need water, Rita. Because, well, now with the diversion of the Magoon, my yard's a little bit drier than it should be because before the water was pretty close to the garden, so it kept the garden wet. So I'm hoping that the huge layers of straw will, I won't have to, I'm hoping that that's going to be the water problem solved. Mr. Khan got hammered. Now Mr. Khan's gone. And Vista wanted to, but she was slow, but she's quick to complain. Let me know what's on her mind. I'm going to say goodbye, folks, because I got to get my breakfast happening. because I'm going to the garage to do cameras, okay? Because I got to get this happening because I just got to get it happening because there's no reason not to now. Everything works. I got the tech figured out yesterday. I can't believe I wasted so much time on that camera. I thought for sure they were broken. And then the fact that that first one stopped working, I was like, it made no sense. I was like, what went wrong? You have no idea. I was going to the other cameras, looking at the settings, and I was like, what do I have wrong? Because I did not know for sure in my mind that you could turn off the active steady shot. I was like, I don't ever remember the ability to turn it off. And it turns out that when the battery level gets too low, the camera will still work, but it doesn't have enough battery to run the motors for the gyro that physically stabilizes the lens. I did not know that. Did a lot of you have no idea how much walking around I did with that. It was like I wasted way too much time. I hate that with tech, eh? The simplest little thing like that, you know, can suck up like a 90 minutes of your time, and all it is low power. You know, the little thing on the touch screen saying low power, you know, or a little yellow flashing icon or anything telling you that there's something wrong. No, that would be too simple, you know. Anyways, cameras work. So today I'm going to do some work and get things happening. So, oh, Mr. Mex TNT saw me last night. I got to flip this camera around and say goodbye. Hang on, because this is all this confusion right now is because of Vista. All right, what's going on? All right. Oh, I got bubbles. How did I get those on the screen? See, now Vista, I got things happening. How did I get the bubbles? Oh, no, I don't want that. I want normal. What's going on here? Why is this? Okay, I got this option popped up. Okay. Vista, thank you. Well, so Mr. TNT saw me last night outside, so I'm not lying. Okay, does that get rid of that? No, that doesn't either. How do you get rid of? I got something on my screen here, folks, that I have no idea how you get rid of. I don't want glamour. It's just me. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to have my breakfast, get my act into gear, and then I'm gonna run a stream today of me doing the camera action. So I'll talk to you later. That's basically my whole day got screwed up because of last night on the Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox, Mr. and Mrs. Fox are officially causing me a personal problem, Plasma, personal, because it's affected my sleep. So I'm gonna say goodbye, and we'll talk to you later.